Hey everyone, welcome back to Dark Facts 2.0. My name is Candace, and today we're diving into the 10 things girls do when checking you out. Most men have absolutely no clue when a woman is silently evaluating them. They often think attraction is loud, filled with giggles, compliments, or flirtation, but that's not the case. In fact, high-value women are not like that at all. They are highly calculated and they observe and analyze everything around them. They test you without saying a word. Many men look for attention, but they completely miss the signals that actually matter. When a woman is secretly checking you out, she's not broadcasting it to the world. She's carefully analyzing you through filters that are deeply ingrained in her psychology, developed over hundreds of thousands of years of evolution. If you can't see what she's really doing, you'll be chasing the wrong signals and ultimately losing the power you didn't even know you had. These 10 psychological triggers will completely change the way you understand women and yourself forever. She pretends you're not there, but adjusts her environment. When a woman is genuinely checking you out, she often won't look at you directly. She avoid obvious eye contact, but pay extremely close attention to her actions around you. She might subtly modify her. She could shift her bag to expose more of her posture or position herself in such a way that it creates a clear sightline toward you without her acknowledging it. She may even open her body angle, still pretending to focus elsewhere, which might seem like she's distracted, but it's actually a sign she's strategically positioning herself for an unobtrusive glance. This isn't just about style or conscious choices, it's primal, pre-conscious sexual signaling. Her brain is running a fast, low-risk assessment. She's testing, is he watching? Is he dominant enough to notice? Evolution didn't reward women for chasing, it rewarded them for attracting without appearing desperate. That's why environmental microadjustments are her way of projecting sexual availability, while maintaining social deniability. Many guys miss this completely, thinking she's not interested because she's not giving direct attention. But once you start to pick up on this subtle behavior, you flip the dynamic. You stop chasing and start assessing. When you hold your frame, she doesn't just feel intrigued, she feels seen without being exposed. But this next one cuts even deeper. Because it reveals her internal battle between safety and desire, she uses another guy to gauge your reaction. If a girl is checking you out but is not entirely sure about you, she subtly interacts with another guy to see how you respond. This isn't about jealousy or attraction to the other guy at all. It's actually about dominance, calibration. Her subconscious is testing. If I engage with another male in his presence, how does he react? Does he fold? Does he look away? Does he try to reclaim attention? Or does he stay rooted in his frame and remain completely unfazed? Why is this important? Because high-status men are unaffected by the presence of other men. They operate from a mindset of abundance, not scarcity. So, when she laughs at another guy's joke, shows brief interest, or even lightly touches his arm, she's not validating him. She's testing you. The right move here isn't to compete with the other guyettes, to remain grounded, unaffected, and even slightly amused. She feels pulled into your gravitational field, and that field only gets stronger with the next move, which is the most deliberate thing she does, and she won't even realize it. 3. She changes her rhythm to match yours. Most men miss this entirely, but it's one of the biggest giveaways. When a woman is secretly checking you out, she will subconsciously adjust her tempo to match yours. If you're walking nearby, she might slow down just a little to keep pace. When you're talking, her breathing will match yours. Her gestures will subtly start to sync with your cadence. This isn't just basic mirroring like you might hear in pickup advice. This is primal rhythm attunement. Her brain is instinctively testing. Can I calibrate to this man's world? It's her way of gauging emotional safety and group cohesion. If her nervous system feels drawn toward your pace, she adjusts without even realizing it. Here's the kicker: you need to stay in your rhythm. Don't adjust to her. Don't speed up. Don't slow down, just maintain your frame. When she subconsciously adapts to your rhythm, she doesn't just feel chemistry, she feels alignment now. Prepare yourself for when her voice betrays her. She softens her tone, but only when she thinks you're not noticing. You're in a group setting, and she's speaking to others, but when she addresses you, her voice subtly changes. It becomes warmer, softer, and just a bit more melodic. It's not exaggerated, it's a natural subconscious shift. This is called selective vocal modulation, and it's deeply tied to evolutionary attraction cues. A softer tone signals femininity, openness, and lack of threat. Her nervous system produces it automatically when she feels drawn to a dominant presence. But here's where most guys go wrong. They think that softness signals just friendliness, and they respond with niceness, thus putting themselves in the dreaded friend zone. Don't do that. Recognize it for what it is, a submission cue. When you receive this with calm detachment, you anchor the masculine-feminine polarity. Because when her voice softens and you don't chase, where her attention betrays her 5, she forgets to look away, but only for a split second. This is a subtle one, but you can catch it if you're paying attention. A woman who's secretly checking you out will lock eyes with you for just a moment, but then she immediately look away. In that brief moment before she diverts her gaze, you'll notice her pupils dilating, her face freezing for a fraction of a second, and her body staying locked in place for just a beat too long. Why does this happen? It's because arousal disrupts motor control, causing a neural delay loop where her instinct and strategy are temporarily out of sync. That's the moment when her attraction slips past her. Defenses: most men miss this because they try to initiate or smile, but the best move here is to remain completely composed. Notice her reaction and then disengage first. Take the power back. By holding her in that brief moment of vulnerability and then releasing, you make her wonder about you. She won't just be intrigued, she become obsessed. She fixates on a non-threatening object between you. This is a fascinating one that hardly anyone talks about. When a woman is checking you out but doesn't want to get caught, she'll direct her attention to something that's between you two. It could be her phone, a coffee cup, a menu, or even something as simple as a plant or a crack in the floor. Why is she doing this? And if you catch her doing this and remain composed, you show dominance and restraint. She won't just be intrigued, she'll feel safe enough to explore you further. She acts polite but follows subtle commands. This is another powerful cue. She might comply with small instructions from you, like sitting where you tell her, or pausing when you say, "Hold on." These moments are not random, they are subtle compliance tests. Women are biologically wired to detect men who can lead without being forceful. If she follows your small commands without resistance, her brain rewards her with dopamine. She doesn't even realize it's happening. But if you fail to notice and become overly accommodating, you lose the attraction. The key is to remain grounded and assertive without overdoing it. She mocks you lightly, then watches closely. If a woman teases you or makes a playful joke, it's not a sign of disinterest, it's a status probe. She wants to see how solid your internal world is. Will you get rattled? Will you defend yourself? Or will you respond with presence and precision? Her evolutionary wiring rewards men who can maintain their frame under pressure. So, when she mocks you, hold your gaze, deliver a sharper response, or just smile and say nothing. When you rise without flinching, she feels outclassed and the attraction only grows stronger. She mentions something you haven't said out loud. This is a rare and powerful sign. If a woman references something about you that you haven't directly told her, pay attention. It could be a guess about your job, your energy, or your style. This is a pre-investment signal. She's been observing you and forming a model of who you are. And now she's testing whether that emotional attraction aligns with her logical perception. The key here is not to explain or justify yourself, but to remain congruent with who you are. When you confirm just enough of her perception, the attraction solidifies. She avoids you but stays in your orbit. You might see her across the room and she doesn't approach. She might even leave when you enter. But moments later, she's back nearby, acting like it's all a coincidence. This is called orbiting, and it's an ancient behavior. She's staying in your line of sight, walking by multiple times, trying to get your attention without risking direct rejection. It's strategic vulnerability. To break the cycle, don't call her out. Don't ask if she's following you. Just make eye contact once and then re-engage with your own life. If she orbits several times, you know she's interested but needs you to anchor the polarity. If you're done asking what women want and you're ready to become the man she can't ignore, hit that like button and stay tuned for more insights right here on Dark Facts 2.0.